Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Will Cicco of Stony Creek, well, formerly of Stony Creek High School. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Let's just talk. Let's just get into it. It's been cool. It's been quite the year for you in the pool. Just kind of talk about how it went.
Yeah, it was a great season for me. I trained my butt off all year, and it really showed in the last swim meet, my high school state meet. I had some great competition, and I just threw down some really good times. Dropped a ton of time from last season, which it was great because I qualified for All American, which was a new accomplishment. I was really happy to see that. But yeah, overall, it was a great season.
Yeah. When you look at this year alone, what was some of the biggest accomplishments that you've had looking back?
Definitely, I wanted to be under a minute 40 in my 200 and 4:30 in my 500, and I hit those goals right at my last races of the season. And it was awesome seeing those times. Just finally getting under.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I know you've accomplished a lot. I know you've won a lot of stuff. So kind of talk about that a little bit.
Going into the state meet, there's been some competition, at my county meet and my league meet. But I knew state meet was the biggest one where I had the most competition. I had done some good winning throughout the season, at counties and leagues. I won my 200 at counties, which was by a tenth of a second. But at states is where the big dogs come to play, and it was a whole nother level of racing. So I just had to step up to the big game at states.
What events do you do?
So I do all freestyle. I mainly do the 200 and the 500 during high school season, and then I sprint on the relays. So I do everything from the 50 up to the mile.
What do you feel like is the toughest race for you?
For me, um, I'd say probably the mile. Even though it's one of my better events, it's tough mentally, just as it is physically. Just getting into the race and holding for upwards of 15 minutes.
Yeah, for sure. Right before right before you get in the pool, what are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about my race. I'm kind of imagining it as I'm going through. I picture the race, how it's gonna go, and I try to simulate it in my head beforehand. That way I'm best prepared for when I actually hit in the water.
Okay.
Mhm.
How do you mentally get ready for a race? What do you do? What do you do before or right before or whatever?
Yeah, so I gotta make sure I've got something in my stomach. I always eat beforehand, but then I usually listen to music. I've got a playlist that I always listen to prior to my races. I don't talk too much, I just kind of I like to picture my races beforehand, kind of close my eyes, listen to music and simulate the race in my head. That really helps me focus and get ready for the race.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so I gotta ask you, what's on Will's playlist?
I've got some modern rap on there, some old rap. I got Eminem. A big Eminem fan. I think last year at States, I got to pick one of my walkout songs. Um, Metro Boomin was on there, so it was the modern rap is kind of what I go for.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, so really, when you've had a chance to look back, on your high school career, I know obviously, of course, you had a club season as well.
Mm.
But what will you most remember about swimming for Stony Creek?
Probably the team. Like I've won lots of awards, had some great races, and broke records. But and looking back, it's just the team. Like it's been a different team every year. We've lost people throughout the years and gained people. But every year, it's just the team is so fun to be with. I used to have my brother on the team with me. This year was a little different without him, but probably another one of our best seasons ever. And bonding with the guys and every single one of them, like I've got a connection with every single one of the guys. And that'll probably leave the biggest impact on me is just the team in general. We got a great group of guys, and I'll never forget any of them.
Yeah.
you know
Okay. Um, so club season, how has that been going?
it's been going good. I take like 2 weeks off after high school season, and then we're back into it. And I've been training since beginning of April, and now we've got uh my summer season's been going. I've got a big meet coming up in 2 weeks. That's my big meet for the end of the summer. That's over in Holland. I'm looking forward to that. We've been training hard all summer, and I'm looking to put up some good times. In the summer, we practice, or we race in long course, so like the Olympic size pool. So a lot different than high school season, but it's fun.
Okay.
Mhm.
So what's next for you?
Senior season. So after the summer, hopefully put up some good times. And then senior year, I trained throughout the fall with my club still. Hopefully, commit to college by then. We'll see where that goes. I don't know about that yet. But then once the winter hits, is senior high school season, and I'm really pumped for that. Stony Creek, we got moved to D1 last year, but we're back in D2 now. So a whole different competition, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
Um, so just to clarify to everyone, you're a senior, junior?
I'm going into my senior year.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
So you have a probably you have a big year ahead of you.
Yeah.
But just going into that, really like what gets you most ready for, this what this coming year has in store for you?
I think riding the momentum from last year, our team did really well at states. We were top 10 this year at states with only, I think we had 7 guys on our state team, 3 of which were seniors. But we have a great team coming in next year. Next year, we've got a great group of freshmen that are coming up, and I know we're gonna kill it next season. We got a like really strong team. Hopefully, maybe win our league meet. And I'm just pumped, looking forward to it because I know we're gonna come back stronger than ever next year.
All right. Well, let's get to know you a little bit. How about that?
Mm.
Okay, favorite race, best moment from this past season.
I would say when I swam my best time at states, but honestly, I'm gonna have to say my 200 freestyle at counties. I was not expecting to win the race at all. I was up against probably some of the best swimmers in the state, in the outside lane, lane two. And I came back fast on my last 50 and out touched, I think, 3 guys by 10th of a second. And it was a really special moment. And just seeing that I got first, and I won it last year too, in the same way, just uh, wasn't expecting to. And then when I did it, it was really special.
So, okay. Pregame, like what do you eat before race?
Before a meet, usually I like to have like a egg and cheese sandwich. That's usually my go-to. A lot of people they don't eat much. But I like to get down, a egg and cheese sandwich for sure.
Yeah.
Um, you know, it, my mom makes a good sandwich. And then I'll pack some of those Uncrustables for the meet.
Yeah.
Eat a couple peanut butter and jelly sandwiches before the race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your go-to place for food overall?
Overall, it's special after big meets. Our team, we always go to Culver's. So after every big meet, we always go to Culver's just to celebrate that the meet's over. So I'd say Culver's.
Cheese curds.
Oh yeah, cheese curds, Butterburger, all the 9 yards.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What is, and then finally, what is something people do not know about you?
Um. Yeah, I mean, shoot, that's a tough question. Um. I mean, maybe a lot of swimmers that don't know me too well don't know that I have a twin sister. But you know, I don't know. That's a tough question. I'd have to think about that one a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know. Well, that was more just for the general audience.
Yeah, yeah,
I didn't know you were a twin.
yeah. I have a twin
What's
sister.
that like?
It's fun, she doesn't swim. She yeah, she dances, and it's fun. We've grown up together, and it makes school fun. We get to push each other and whatnot in different ways, but it's fun.
Do you both know when you're not having a good day or something? Can you tell?
The twin telepathy, yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. All right.
Yeah,
Well, Will, thank you so much for the time as always, and
yeah.
best
Thanks
of
for
luck
having
this
me.
coming season.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for having me.